Hello and welcome back to Etruria. Right, we're just going for a little drive here, as I have had some good feedback from the video before the previous video, and I've had a good think of it, and I've decided that we are going to make a bit of a bold choice here, followed by another bold choice. Now, I know that I'm trying to play a sort of a realistic approach to everything, which is why I've kept the lease for the factories. I mean, obviously we can't remove them. For some reason, the leasing mod doesn't really work to unlease at the moment. That is fine because we've incorporated into our realistic playthrough in the sense that we are just going to keep them for a year. We are doing flour and pasta again. So, good opportunity to keep that going. So, that's why we still have the lease. Now, why are we here? Why are we at these fields? Well, these are the fields that I did touch on very briefly and sort of have a ponder on whether or not it was worth looking into acquiring them in some capacity, not to buy them, because obviously we're skint for cash and we're in debt about 300 grand, which will pay off in a couple of months anyways with the pasta sales. That's not the problem. What I'm thinking is, now there is no field leasing mod for FS25, there was for 22, so I've taken a bit of a page out of that and decided that we are going to acquire 24, 25, it's relatively close to our farm. As you can see, wheat, it's all going to be wheat, one big massive final wheat harvest. I was actually very tempted to look into 17 as well, to harvest some barley so that we can really smash out. I mean, we could even go down this way, because that's potatoes. Sorry, never mind. I was thinking that was sorghum, but it is not. But I think that's a stretch too far going for one more field. So we'll go for these two, and what we're going to do is, the way that the other mod worked from before was that you would pay 2% sort of upfront cost, and then thered be a daily or monthly whatever thing. So what I'm going to do instead of the daily monthly thing, because we're hemorrhaging cash already doing something like that, is do 2% up front. So 2% for these two fields is essentially about approximately 5 grand. And then at the end of it all, once we return the fields to their owners after a year, we're going to harvest this field and then return it, but we're still paying for it. So it's not like, whatever. Because, as you can see, they are drilled in and are growing at the same rate. Actually, they're growing a bit quicker than ours. No, 1 in 4. And these two will be around the same time, I reckon. The first of the 2 months of harvest, or 3 months, whatever. Anyways, with these two fields, yes, we'll lease it out 2%. Then at the end, we'll do 3% per field for a total of 5% total of the purchase price. Meaning, again, so like I say, it's about. I did calculate. Hang on a minute. I did have a cheeky bit. 5,100 is the initial cost for the two together, and then it'll be, if that's 2%, then 3% will be, I don't know, like 10, well, not quite 10, but yeah, more, anyways. No, it would be more. About 12, I think, for both. Anyways, that part doesn't really matter just yet, because we still have to go through and, effectively, we have to do all the work, we have to do all that kind of thing as well. So I reckon this is an interesting way to, basically take over more of the fields around us and get more flour out of it. Really, that's essentially what we're doing. So it is a bit of a cheeky way to do it, but it's not like a ultra cheeky way. Do you know what I mean? Because we are still leasing out those bloody factories, and it's £1,800 a month when they're just sat there. When they're producing things, it's even more. So what we can actually do is look at the financial side of everything and see that, there you no, that's wage payments. I'm okay with that too, because then we can do other things, right? So that's, but the loan is about 1,000, which has gone up obviously because we've had to take more loan out each time. And then where is it? Production costs at the peak, it was 3,200. So that's your base cost right there. That's doing nothing because everything's done, everything's produced, and then so Bit of a shame that, but it's okay because we are going to make it worth it in the long run. Now, general feedback on doing apples and contracts after this harvest. I think a couple might have been confused, thinking that I was going to sell everything now and then go to apples, which is mental because I've just spent all this time planting and drilling rather, and rolling and getting these fields prepared. There's no way I wouldn't harvest these fields before the move. So we're going to harvest these 4 fields, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, now 1, 3, 4, 6, 24, and 25. And then, yeah, we'll get everything here sold, move down to the flat. I think someone mentioned about having a space issue, not having enough room. That's absolutely fine, which is exactly why I did mention 2 or 3 episodes ago. Since we're not going to be selling apples directly, we will be using the fruit juice factory, which I know means more pallets. I get that as well. That's another thing about these bloody productions. Pallets for days, mate. But that's all right because we have a bit of a system going over here where flour is being delivered, so that's fine. We're going to keep that going because there's no way I'm going to be doing that. And I want to avoid auto drive, so we are going to be doing a bit of pallets, actually, speaking of pallets here, in a moment. But first thing I want to do is get these fields ours so that we can get a helper into the field, and then we can actually go in and sort out those pallets. Because that's one of the jobs that we cannot have someone help with, unfortunately. Very unfortunate. Okay, before we get too excited here, we do have a few things to do before we can actually get into the field. So the first thing is that we have to pay the money for the fields. Now again, this is like a non-refundable deposit type of thing. So once this payment goes in, then that's that. And as I said, for the 2 together, it was 51. So we'll just go in here and we're just going to remove 5,100 from us. There we go. We've just paid that 5,100. We may even need to pull another loan. I know that sounds absolutely mental. If we're completely skinned, then, or I'll just sell a bit of pasta. Actually, that's probably the best thing to do. Preemptive pasta sales. Next thing we need to do is, now there is a way to get this sorted, so actually I will figure that out very quickly, without buying the field, I mean, like, technically. So I will sort the paperwork out, and then, now that we've paid it, we'll make sure that the field information is there. We'll talk to the owners of the field right now, and then we'll get a helper in the field. Alright, everything is sorted. The fields are ours now, as you can see, and we do have the soil information from the owners of them. Of the fields themselves, and happy days, we're ready to go. So as you can see, of course, they haven't, since they were leasing them out, luckily for us, even though they've drilled them. I don't understand, but it's fine. Yeah, so we need to sort the weeds out, which is what we're doing right now, and the pH levels also will require it, so we will spread some lime, so we'll need to sort that, and then fertilizer for actually more than just those 2 fields. We have these 2 and then half of this one. Yeah, something went funny in that one, but nevertheless, weeds be gone. Let's get onto that field as well. There we go. So we'll get in here and we'll get this started. No, we'll just do nearest. That's fine. We definitely want to ensure two might be a lot. Wait, sharpen? No, we'll do it. We'll do it sharpish. We're going clockwise. I think that's fine. Let's have a look. Yeah, you know what? That's perfectly fine. Also, I never did the weeding. Okay. I put clockwise. Oh, I see what's happened here. Right, we'll just leave them to their devices, I guess. Yeah, perfect. Right, I did get that set up, so that's good. So here we are. Yes, it's been a while since we've been here. Why is that there? Why is that sat there? Right, let's see if we can get that sorted. Yeah, we might as well get these loaded up, because then we'll be ready to go. Ah, right. It was just outside of reach. Now, does that give us enough to do something? Probably not quite, but that's fine. We might as well get it going. Luckily, as I've said before, the Merlot, I mean, okay, I know that this space needs a forklift. That's without question. Now, that might be something that if we have enough money for, we can actually look at that. Or perhaps, actually no, I've already mentioned this, that the shop did end up buying a forklift here for this, but you know what? I'm gonna finish this. Maybe next time when for the next time that we do pasta for 6 fields, 6 massive fields. Well, they're not massive, but collectively 6 massive fields. Oh, I'm doing this the very wrong way. It's all right. I will rectify this. But yes, then we will put a forklift at the factory. I promise. Because I know I'm challenging myself, I suppose. Unnecessarily. Thank you. Come with me. Now I will... Oh, please don't follow me. Get that strapped. Okay, as we wait for the weeder to crack on, let's see how they're... Okay, they're still moving, so as long as they're still moving, that's a good sign for us. We can deal with all the bloody pedestrians here watching us do... Oh, you're right in the way, miss, now. It's alright. You get the best view there, miss. Best view. And your friend there that looks just like you. You should go and chat with her. Right, let's not talk to the locals too much here because we do have lots to do. So let's just get these pallets quickly shifted onto the trailer. Right, there we go. We've got all the pallets shifted out of the factory finally. I know that one's going to bother me more than anything else in the world right now, but that's fine. That's fine. We needed it out the way. And plus, I prefer loading pallets that way anyways. I know they fit this way, but I do prefer to put them the other way, to be honest. And a forklift would be very useful for that. Well, necessary to do that here. But that's done. We've got a load of pallets on there ready to be sold. No more will be coming before these need to be sold, which is going to be in January. So soon, very soon. And we do have a little bit in there as well, but we'll get that sold later. Anyways, I don't know if anyone else noticed in the time lapse. Very difficult to not have noticed, though, to be honest, is that when this was unfolding, it was flapping about. I don't know. It was an absolute mess. I don't know. It was ridiculous. Anyways, right. So it is going very well. There's a few. Okay, I've seen a few misbits here, but that's fine. What we want to do is go down to the farm. We're gonna need this probably to go to the shop to get some fertilizer, because we do need some for the fields. We do actually need lime, and I think I would rather do the liming first, actually, in those two fields. Yes, that would be the best thing. Actually, what I'd like to do is see if I can load the spreader onto here to bring down there. Load it up with the Landini. Now, is that full of lime or full of... I hope it's full of lime. Please be full of lime. It is full of lime. Brilliant. But now, can it be lifted onto here? This will be Is that more? Oh, no, it's fertilizer up there. Okay, so we've got fertilizer, we've got lime, we've got it all, really. Everything we really need. This is going to be very difficult to do, but let's give it a go anyways. I don't know if the Landini can handle that heft, but we shall try. Oh, it's so dirty. We have to get it cleaned as well. One last job here before we get it cleaned. Come on. It is on sort of a pallet, it looks like, at least. It should be. Oh, I've just properly jammed into it. Yeah, right. Oh, whoa, whoa, yeah. Oh, see, there is a pallet underneath. But can it be used to load, or is it just too heavy? That's weird. Why was that so stuck in the ground? Unless it's just an aesthetic. Yeah, it's purely aesthetic. That's fine. We will have to bring the herbicide up here anyways. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. We'll come back for this. We'll get it shifted back around. That's okay. Very minor. I thought we could get ahead of ourselves a bit, but 3,000 litres. Now, is that going to be enough? Because when we do a field for the first time, generally it's a mess. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But progress on the day is good because we're not going to be doing the fertilizing today. We'll be doing it in the next day. But I will probably have to use... here, we'll just get this tucked away as well. I would like to use the GPS, like the in-game one. Because then I can see where I've been and it's a lot less of a faff. Actually, no, for fertilizing it's fine. You need that more for lime than fertilizing, to be honest, so... Right, okay, I guess... Let's see, pallets are loaded. They'll be sold soon. The chickens are fine doing their thing. That's now done again. And how is the weed situation here? Oh, nice. Perfect timing, really. And... done. Beauty. Okay. Yeah, so when it unfolded last time, it unfolded down, and then, yeah, it's in the time-lapse. Feel free to have a look. Ridiculous. And for some reason, I was struggling to get the... this menu wasn't coming up. The courseplay menu wasn't coming up, which was also very annoying. But, okay, so what I'll do is I'll get those small spots that were missed. That's fine. That was me before anyway, so I'll get those spots, and then we'll go back up to the farm, unload the herbicide, return the sprayer, and then we'll get in here with some lime. Right, here we are at the field. We are full of lime and ready to go. You know what? Let's just get straight into the field and start liming it up. Now, is this tram line meant for this? Is that a bit much? Is it a bit overlapping? A little bit, but that's fine. We can still follow it. I don't think it's too bad. Oh, it is going very quickly. So I did actually load up the... Yeah, we can go a bit more in. Once again, yeah, we don't want to follow those tram lines because it might do us dirty like before. Anyways, I do have the Fiat all ready to go, but I think we might need to go to the shop to get even more. So we'll see how it goes, but we, yeah, immediately going to need to go get the Fiat Ducato and bring it over here because we are essentially almost out. And then we'll figure out how much we need from the shop as well, and we're out. That was way quicker than I could have expected. Or, well, no, I had an idea, but still, it went very quickly. Right. So that was 3,000. Now, am I going to overbuy by so much again? Right, how much have we got? That's what's loaded onto the Fiat. So that's going to finish the field, but... we should probably take the van to the shop first, buy some more. And then if that was 3,000, that would be 3, maybe another 6. No, so 10,000, I guess. Did I do the same thing last time? I can't remember. Anyways, we'll just shut that down for now. We've got the Fiat, as you can see, loaded up with some. So maybe we'll drop that off at the field first, and then we'll go to the shop and get another 10,000 litres of lime. Alright, we've made it back here from the shop. I just wanted to do that part very quickly, as we do want to get cracking with this. So let me actually just get into the field here. I did load in what we had before, but I think we should probably load the last bit in just to fill it up, just to get it full. There we are, brilliant. Okay, we'll get that engine fired up there. Get this out of the field. We will need it, though. Guaranteed we will. I did buy 6 bags, so 12,000 litres, just in case. But let's just drive this up over to the other field, because that's where we'll need it. Again, at least we have it. It's not like we have to worry about overstock. It was about 2,700. So yeah, there has been an investment. Oh, there's trees here. We don't want to... Yeah, we'll just park in the trees for now. That's fine. Right, we don't want to... Obviously we didn't want to spend too much cash on all this, but I mean, we have. So that's fine. But we will get lots out of it, though. It will be very worthwhile with the pasta that we make, and then eventually, yeah, going to do apples and then cows. So it's a nice little bit of progress, and yes, it is nice to be able to explore different parts of the map as well, and just try new things. So I appreciate that people understand and appreciate the balance of, I mean, obviously creating the content in the first place, but maintaining the you know, it's got to be fresh, but also I want to keep it consistent as well. So that's the balance, and I greatly appreciate you for your feedback and for enjoying it. That's amazing. Right, and as amazing as it might be, and all that, and to hear me ramble on and on, I know you want to see this field dealt with, so let's get it going. I will fill this up, though, just before we dig into that field, because yeah, that was rapid. That was really, really quick. But can we reach from there? Of course we can. Not a problem. As soon as we're full, we kick off. Let's go. And there we are, done. Done as we can get, I reckon, for this field, for these fields. Now, we have just over 1,000 litres in the machine. I wonder how much is actually left. Because it doesn't look like that's a full bag, the one that's there, because we did a bit of a fill when we first arrived. So I think there might be less than 2,000, so if we hadn't bought that 6th bag, then we would have been skint to bit. Oh, yeah. There were about 20 litres in that, about 19 to be exact. There we go. That is exciting. So now, I know that was a bit of a faff or whatever. We're just going to park up here for now. A bit of a faff to get the... oh, we've got a lovely sunset coming in. Oh, look at that. Right, we'll get these lights off as well. Shame we can't really see it with our field in view, but we'll go over here. But yes, just before we do, the pH is perfect in both of these fields. Nitrogen is absolute rubbish, so we will get that sorted in the next episode, in the next month, along with 24, 25, half of 6... and 1 and 3. So we'll get the nitrogen done. This will require quite a bit, so we'll definitely get these ones done first. But there we go. So these are on lease. We have paid our initial 2%, which was about $5,000. Then we'll pay another 3% once we give the fields back. But at least we are able to now it's a bit, now we don't. So, I mean, I was in two minds because somebody made a good comment as well, Driz, I believe, about how financially feasible it would be to do one more year here. So these two leased fields is kind of a mix of, again, it's all about balance, right? So now instead of doing another full year of this here at this farm, right, and again to keep the content fresh and all, so now we're going to do these two along with these four and then do them all at once and then sell all of it. Well, we won't be selling these fields because we don't own them. We don't own 24 and 25. We're just going to be selling these, which as we calculated to be about what? 3, 4, 7, 8. So yeah, so about 900,000 plus the however much we'll make from pasture, especially now that we've maximized yield from these fields, and we will from 2 new fields, meaning we'll have even more to sort of work with the next time around, because we do also want to buy the 2 orchards here and here. Now, do we buy soil information for these? The only reason we have that for this one is because, but does it do anything? No, it doesn't. Outdated. So that means maybe we don't? I've never noticed that it was black. Has it always been that way? Anyways, it would be good to know. Oh no, the sunset is kind of gone now. It's a shame. Okay, well, we'll look at the tractor instead. And the lovely house. There we go. In view. Like to end with a nice view. I'll forget the tractor, we'll just do the house. Right, this will be our view when we're working in this field, so that's nice. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have done, cheeky thumbs up always does help out the channel. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. And join the Discord if you'd like as well. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking of Etruria. What do you think of the plans as far as these 2 new fields alongside the plan of moving to apple, something or other to do with apples, and then eventually the cow farm, and it'll be a good transition through all of that, because it is good to keep it fresh, but we also want to, you know, enjoy. I still want to enjoy it, right? And this map is so beautiful that I want to enjoy all parts of it, right? And that's what we're doing. Brilliant. Right, well, again, thank you so much for watching. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.